Good morning. Welcome to the show. My name is Rocky Outcrop. It's fantastic to see you. And the title of today's episode is Let's Effin' Go. There's a good reason for that. It is, of course, Orange Shirt Day in Canada. And I want to celebrate that with everybody as well here today. So if you know what that is, let me know in the chat. I've also got a poll up there. It's quite a shocking one. Let me know by taking part in the poll. What if you knew that before? Let me know. It's just a little poll. And tell me how you're doing today, and if you have any of your own stories that you'd like to share, because the stories of these people are very important. So that's something that I want to celebrate with all y'all. So hope that's something that you're all right with. I'm seeing that there's a decent number coming back in terms of percentages. 82% of people. It's quite a big number. Didn't know that of the 150,000 First Nation Inuit and I don't want to get the name wrong of the other ones. I think it's like Métis peoples in Canada that were sent to residential schools. Of the 150,000 children, 6,000 of them died. 6,000. So often it was through abuse and torture on children. Yeah? Something pretty awful. So it's something to never be forgotten, and of course it's an important day. So thanks so much to Cockroach for the $5 there. Really appreciate it. And yeah, continue. Only 48 people voted in that thing. It'd be cool to know. There's only 34 concurrent viewers, mind you. So we're doing pretty well. Maybe that poll was off-putting. Who knows? But I'll leave it up there for a while because that's how this thing works. It only works reconciliation. Well, it starts off with respect. And then you do truth. And then you do reconciliation after that. So that's the truth element. Today we're going to be talking about, as we always do in every morning show, the financial news, the financial world, the financial markets, checking in with how we got on with our stocks and trades yesterday. We are actual real traders here in this group, by the way. So many people watching right now are thinking about how they're going to be putting on trades today, taking active positions and being a participant in the markets. And many other people watching along today aspire towards that goal. Rightly so, because it allows you to take your destiny into your own hands. And that's why this is a really great environment to be a part of, because we're here doing it together already. And a rising tide lifts all boats, and you are that rising tide. Yeah, Trade Spotting says he didn't know that they were so brutally discriminatory that they would kill children. They were set up, these schools, for that purpose. Not to kill children, sorry, but to be ruthlessly discriminatory and to actually conduct cultural genocide. Cultural genocide is what they were actually for. It wasn't just Canada, by the way. It wasn't just Canada. But we're talking about here, we'll start off talking about Canada. But part of the whole truth section of the First Nations show that I'm doing today is talking about how it happened all around the world. Right. Anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, we're a good community to be part of. And we took a look at charts every day. So one of the things that we'll be looking at, of course, today, or one of the things we won't be looking at, of course, today, one of the things that I'll be talking about as well will be like things like Japanese tobacco, one of the things that I'm interested in. Personally, I like Japanese tobacco for some reason. I mean, it's not just tobacco. I suppose it's tobacco and tobacco related products. You can see that they're a non-durables consumer business, the non-durables. Yeah, I'm wondering about this one because from a very, 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 very broad perspective, we got up to like something like the weekly time frame and zoom right out. We can see that we've had this big, big, big descent in the price. You know, ever since sort of 2016, it's been hurtling towards the downside. And overall, here there does seem to be more or less an upward trend across the longer period of time over the last sort of 16, 17 years of this thing. So maybe this is coming in towards one of these lows. That's the linear chart. Here's on the logarithmic chart. It looks a lot more kind of, structured in that way. Linear chart again, less so. To my eyes, now of course, as well as the pattern recognition thing, it could be you can look at it whatever way you want. So this sort of thing. We'll take a look at other ones as well. AHT. So we did a bunch of TA on this one, and I do believe as well that we have a homework assignment has been submitted by Bad Mama Jama. So we'll let him actually take the lead on doing any TA on this one, and that's another segment that we've got coming up in the show as well today. As well, we've got a new segment that we've been doing so far this week, which is where we take a look at the TA submitted by yourselves as part of the homework assignment. I assigned people homework. So people have been doing that, and well done. Well done, Tias, for doing so. Really do appreciate that you take part and that you actually, encourage others by your own actions as well. So that's really, really excellent. And we'll be looking at one or two of those videos that have been submitted. Bam Mama Jama doing the AHT. We've also got a few others that are pretty good. I mean, we've got one, for example, in from Christy and another one from Sal. In fact, I'll definitely play Sal's one today since she's a Canadian herself. And a non-Indigenous Canadian as it happens. So what that means to people from who don't really know, and let's just explain this, is that back in the day, and it's not that far back, that's the thing, it's just 150 odd years or so ago, there were two different peoples living, and there still are, in North America and South America and Central America and Australia and various other countries in the world, where there was indigenous peoples and then people from the mostly like British people going over, and Dutch, stuff like that, white folks from Europe going over and deciding that they were not right and they needed to be changed. Now, it's a funny one as well. It's like, it's worth remembering the full story and to not judge things exclusively through the lens of our own times, as it is always the case. When you're looking at a chart, that's what you want to also remember. I mean, I might as well kind of link this back to charting and talk about how, we want to judge the movements of the price action, for example, here on this chart with relation